Imagine looking up at the night sky and witnessing a sudden, blinding explosion, a star erupting in a final act of cosmic violence, outshining everything around it. The sky is no longer familiar, it is dominated by an eerie, breathtaking glow, as if the universe itself is tearing apart before your eyes. The explosion is so massive, so powerful, that it outshines an entire galaxy for a brief moment in time. For a few seconds, it dominates the cosmos, a final scream of a dying star before fading into the darkness. This is a supernova, the final, violent death of a massive star. It's one of the most extreme events in the universe, releasing more energy in a few seconds than our sun will produce in its entire lifetime. But could such an explosion actually destroy Earth? A supernova occurs when a star much larger than our sun runs out of fuel. Without the pressure from nuclear reactions holding it up, gravity causes the star to collapse in on itself. The result is an enormous explosion, sending shockwaves and radiation across space. If such an event were to happen close to Earth, the consequences could be devastating. However, space is vast, and most supernovae occur far enough away that we only see them as distant flashes in the sky. The key question is, how close would a supernova need to be to actually harm our planet? Scientists estimate that a supernova would need to occur within about 50 light-years of Earth to pose a serious threat. This is because the radiation and high-energy particles from the explosion weaken as they spread out over distance. Within this range, the radiation could be strong enough to deplete our ozone layer, exposing the planet to harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. The primary danger comes from the intense burst of radiation, especially gamma rays and X-rays, which could strip away our ozone layer. Without this protective shield, harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun would flood the surface, damaging ecosystems and increasing the risk of cancer for all life forms. There's also the possibility that high-energy particles from the explosion could alter our atmosphere, potentially triggering climate changes or mass extinctions. Throughout Earth's history, some mass extinctions may have been caused by nearby supernovae. Evidence suggests that around 2.6 million years ago, a supernova explosion about 150 light-years away might have bathed Earth in radiation, possibly affecting the planet's climate and contributing to the extinction of certain species. However, because this event was relatively far away, life survived, and the effects were not globally catastrophic. Currently, there are no known stars close enough to Earth that are expected to go supernova anytime soon. The closest candidate is Betelgeuse, a red supergiant located about 650 light-years away. Although Betelgeuse will eventually explode, it is far enough that the blast will be harmless to Earth. Instead, it will create a spectacular celestial show, visible even in daylight. Other potential supernova candidates, like the massive stars in the Scorpius-Centaurus association, are also too far away to pose a real danger. Even if a supernova were close enough to threaten Earth, the damage would not be like the fiery destruction often seen in science fiction movies. There would be no sudden explosion wiping out the planet. Instead, the biggest threat would come from the long-term effects of radiation exposure. The timeline for these effects could span years or even centuries, making it a slow-moving disaster rather than an immediate cataclysm. While the idea of a supernova posing a threat to Earth is unsettling, the reality is that these stellar explosions are not just agents of destruction, they are also creators. Despite the potential dangers, supernovae play an essential role in the universe. These explosions are responsible for creating and spreading heavy elements like iron, gold, and uranium, which are essential for planets and even life itself. Every atom of oxygen in our lungs, every molecule of calcium in our bones, was once forged in the heart of an ancient star before being scattered across space by a supernova. Without these events, the universe as we know it would not exist. So while supernovae are incredibly powerful and can be destructive under the right circumstances, Earth is relatively safe from their effects. The nearest known stars that could explode are too far away to cause serious harm. Instead of fearing them, we should appreciate them as part of the cosmic cycle that made life on Earth possible. The next time you look up at the stars, remember that each one is a potential supernova waiting to happen, shaping the universe, even as we watch from our tiny corner of space.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.